John Raatz is on the line with us, and John is the founder of G.A.T.E, along with Eckhart Tolle and Jim Carrey. Am I pronouncing Eckart's last name right?
Yeah, Eckhart Tolle is good.
and your last name?
Raatz.
Raatz. Okay, great. And John, tell. And by the way, the website is gatecommunity.org. And the weekend after this, G.A.T.E is having a big gig in Los Angeles, and I will be speaking there Saturday night. And
yes, you will.
And I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm very honored to be invited to be a part of this. And anybody who wants to come and say hi and hear my presentation or any of these other people, gatecommunity.com is the website. John, tell us, what is G.A.T.E and what are you doing a week from
Yes, and it's
this weekend?
gatecommunity.org, by the way.
Oh, .org.
.org,
My apologies.
Yes, no problem. So G.A.T.E stands for the Global Alliance for Transformational Entertainment, and the vision of G.A.T.E is transforming the world by transforming entertainment and media. And one of our central objectives is bringing together all of those individuals in the entertainment, media, and arts communities who themselves are transformationally oriented and who wish to meet others in this space who are also of the same mindset, with the purpose of creating or developing more content of this type.
And what kind of response have you gotten from the entertainment?
The response has been overwhelming. Real quick story: when we first tested this idea with an event at the Fox Studios Zanuck Theater in 2009, June of 2009, people thought if we had 100 people show up, we'd be doing really well. Well, 500 people showed up. We filled every seat, and we turned 1,600 people away. Wow. At our first big event in February of last year, 2012, we had 2,400 people. We're expecting a really great audience for this year's event. We've had people from 70 countries inquire about how they can set up chapters in their countries. And very recently, within the last few weeks, the Producers Guild of America will be honoring G.A.T.E with their Visionary Award this coming April in an award ceremony.
That is absolutely fabulous. Who are some of the other folks who are going to be participating in this weekend?
Chris Jordan, who is an extraordinary photographer and filmmaker. Paul Hawken, whom I'm sure many of your listeners know of. Yep. We have Olivia Newton-John will be singing some songs. Of course, you will be gracing our stage and speaking. We've just gotten word that Congressman Ryan will be speaking, thanks to Lori in your office.
Mm-hmm. And Congressman Ryan is a really extraordinary person in this context because he's one of the few people in Congress who talks about mindfulness and meditation and that sort of thing.
Well, I frankly had never heard of such a thing until I learned of his book, Mindful Nation. Mm-hmm. And of course, you've got to honor that, and that must be a part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then we have a lot of people like David Korten, who wrote the wonderful book When Corporations Rule the World, Dwayne Elgin, author of the seminal book Voluntary Simplicity, and we also have a lot of performers, singers, songwriters. We have dancers. There will be artists there. Basically, we have Roger Houston, who will be reciting some poetry. We're trying to represent as much as possible the full complement of entertainment, media, and arts concerns.
These are some serious folks. David Korten and Dwayne Elgin and I were part of that little group of 20-some-odd people who spent a week with His Holiness the Dalai Lama back about 6 years ago that was made into a movie that's narrated by Harrison Ford, Dalai Lama Renaissance.
I've seen it. It's a wonderful piece of work.
Yeah, it is, and they're great people. So you've got a really great gig here. This is gatecommunity.org.
Correct.
You could sign up for this. And John Raatz, I am very much looking forward to this. And John, I wanted to thank you again for inviting me.
Thank you.
Once again, remind all of our listeners that if you want to drop in and say hi, I'll be there in Los Angeles a week from tomorrow, a week from Saturday.
Yes.
On the what is the date?
February 2nd.
February 2nd.
Yes.
Thank you very much. On February 2nd in Los Angeles. So, John, thanks a whole bunch for being with us today.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it very much.
Great talking with you.